Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Landry for those of you who are new here, and if you're not new then just, like I said, welcome back. First and foremost, if you can see the stack of coffee behind me, that's 17 boxes of Nespresso. I think on like Black Friday or something, it was not because I was sick. It was before Black Friday. I was watching a lot of people's videos on like what they're gonna order for Black Friday and all that. And someone said they're Nespresso pods. And I was like, oh my gosh, I kind of forgot those existed. Like I have a Nespresso machine, but I've just been using the Starbucks pods that are at the store because they're so much easier to just go in store, pick up, and take home. Well, I remember when we got our Nespresso machine, it was because it came with pods. And when we were on our honeymoon, we were drinking the Nespresso pods, not the circle pods, but the smaller, almost look like a top, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what that one is called, but in Scotland and Ireland, that is what they had in every like Airbnb, every house, and they were delicious. And that's what made us buy our Nespresso machine, and it came with pods. But then once we ran out, we just started buying the ones at the store because it was easier. Anyways, I saw someone's post and I sent it to my husband and I was like, oh my God, we need to buy Nespresso pods. And he was like, okay, order whatever you want, that's fine. And so I ordered the ones I wanted, but I didn't tell him I ordered any. So that on Sunday, I was sitting on the recliner and I heard someone drop like an Amazon package on the porch. And I was like, that's odd. I don't know what that's about. And then later on in the day, I got the notification that my Amazon was delivered. So I went and got my packages. And then when I picked up my packages, my box was like this big, and then there was a box like this big and it said my husband's name and then another one beside it, quite large as well. And I was like, what did he order? And I texted him telling him my coffee got here and he was like, oh, you ordered some? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I did too. So that's what he ordered. And turns out we both ordered a ton of Nespresso. I ordered like 6 boxes. He ordered 11. That's 17. And we have 170 pods. But I'll show you some of the flavors we got because right now I am loving the one I've been drinking. Okay, so the one I've been drinking that I think is the best so far is nope, not that one. The Double Dulce Espresso. It is so good. It's this one. It's got this color on it. And I like the Nespresso because it gives you like a rating. And I appreciate that. So you know what you're getting into, But this one is really, really good so far. It says it's got caramel notes, which I guess is what Dolce means. I don't know. I said that to my sister and she was like, well, yeah. And I was like, I didn't know that. But I've already drank 1 whole box of that in the last week because I drink like 2 cups a day. I got a 3-pack of that one. So I don't even know where the other one is at. Okay. Yeah, I got a 3-pack of that and it's delicious and I really like it. So we'll order that one again for sure. My husband opened this one, not very neatly or prettily at all. Look at his handiwork there. He opened the coffee Adagio? I don't know. I am not good at pronouncing things. But it has toasted cereal notes. I don't really know what that would mean. But toasted cereal notes. He also opened the coffee Malozio, something like that. And it also says toasted cereal notes, but it has a different roastiness. And I need to look it up, but I don't know if the scale, the like 1 through 12, I don't know if that's like an espresso rating or what. But I need to look that up because that's the only thing I don't know. And then I got this Samra Origins, and it said something about, or I don't think I ordered this one. My husband ordered this one, and it's something about citrus fruit, honey, woody notes. So it's more something I think my husband would like. I am not a citrus person at all. Do not give me anything citrus. I don't do lemonade. I don't do orange juice. I don't do grapefruit juice. If I do mimosas, you're getting me with cranberry juice. Like, I don't do any of that. But the reason for that is a lot of it makes my throat itch, or it makes me feel like, when you have like snot in your throat, it makes me feel that way. So probably partially allergic. I'm allergic to a lot of things. And so I definitely do not like drinking any of that. So I don't. But yeah, so now we have a ton of coffee. And I wanted to keep this box even though it was empty just to show you the full magnitude of the amount of coffee we have because it's insane. But it works for me, you know. I love coffee, so that works. Like, I'm drinking a coffee right now. It's 6:30 at night on a Friday, and I have a fresh coffee made. But that's because I was like, should I drink some wine? Should I drink, you know, maybe a couple of White Claws? Like, is that what I want to do with my Friday night? But I'm like, why would I do that alone at home? So I've got just water and a coffee, and I don't want to feel like poop tomorrow because I've got one of my best friends, it's her daughter's birthday party tomorrow, and I'm going to go early and help set up, so I don't want to get there and like feel sluggish or slow or anything like that. And I'd rather drink coffee and stay up all night than drink a little bit and feel bad and like go to sleep on time and just feel bad tomorrow, if that makes any sense. I'd rather just drink coffee, which is not great either. But from here, I just kind of wanted to show you like what my Friday afternoon is going to be like. My plan was to make this coffee and sit down and either watch a show or a Christmas movie or potentially read a Christmas book that I have. I guess I could show you the Christmas books I bought. They're really cute and I love them. So I'll show you the ones I bought. I've only started one of them, and then one of them I've had for a year. I bought it last year, and I bought the other one because I have read like its sister book. So let me show you those. So this is the first one I bought. It's called Good Spirits, and it's really good so far. I'm only on page like 100, maybe, I think. I don't know. I haven't been bookmarking it. I've just been going off vibes, and so I'm pretty sure it's 100. And I had seen a lot about it online and on other vlogs that are doing like book talk vlogs, you know? And so I decided to get it. But I also looked at the cover alone and was like, that's a handsome man. She has curly blonde hair. I have curly blonde hair. Should probably buy it. And for whatever reason, I knew that he had an Irish lilt to his voice, which sold me even further. So, a little bit of a spoiler here. He's just a ghost of Christmas past. It's nothing that isn't said on the back. He's a ghost of Christmas past, and he's coming to haunt her to like help her figure out what she's done wrong, basically. But so far, he's having to go through her memories with her, and he's not seeing anything that she could have done wrong, because he like gets assigned to her without knowing what she's done wrong. And so he's having to figure it out with her, and he's not seeing it, and so they're still in that process, but they have like friendly banter and things like that. And he talks about how he's never really had like any of his subjects or jobs be like friendly and have that with him, and it's just a fun little read so far. So I've read that. I'm assuming they fall in love. I mean, it looks like they're gonna fall in love, right? So it'll be cute. And then I bought the Gingerbread Bakery because I read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and I really liked it. The only thing that throws me off that I'm not sure I'm gonna like about this is the name of the character is Jeannie, and it's spelt exactly like my mom's name. So I have a hard time when I see a book and it's like my siblings' names. Like there was one book that was supposed to be really good and it was my brother's name. And I was like, oh, you know, like, oh, it gives me the ick. And there was another book, I did read it, and it gave me the ick the whole book, but the book was good. And the main character's name was Nash, and that's my nephew's name. So anytime it's like someone's name that I'm close to, I have a really hard time. Like if they start kissing and stuff like that, which I assume they will, I have no idea what this is even about. It says, as an owner of her beloved Gingerbread Bakery, Annie Andrews should have a love life to match her business, sugary and sweet. But instead, she's locked in a battle of wills with the irritatingly upbeat bar owner down the street. Max Sullivan has everything he wants except the girl he dreams of. It's easier to argue with Annie than get her to talk to him, but with Jeannie and Logan's wedding coming up, they're about to spend a lot more time together. Oh, well I guess I should have read this better anyways. Jeannie's just somebody else. It's about Annie. Cool, I won't get the ick. Clearly I didn't read it. I bought a book by its cover. I judged a book by its cover. Yeah, that's one of those. And then I bought this last year and I still have not read it, but it is Meet Me Under the Mistletoe. I actually might have gotten it more than that. But it's about a girl named Eleanor. She goes by Nori and she's in London. So I think those are the first two things that I was like, absolutely. I love anything that is like London, Ireland, Scotland. Like last weekend whenever I was sick on Saturday when I was on the mend and could focus on something, I think I watched 3 Scottish Christmas movies, like all set in a Scotland castle. Oh, a dream, a dream. I love Scotland so much. And so I love anything that has to do with that, clearly. But yeah, this is another one I have. And then my best friend sent me a message last night, I think, And she said, have you heard of these books? And I haven't even looked them up yet, but I might get them on my Kindle, or she probably will give me one of them while she's not reading the other one. And it is Christmas Baggage and Cotswold's Holiday, which one is in London and one is in Cotswolds, which is England. So pretty sure it's in England. Anyways, it says a Christmas escape novel. And so it's a series of like 6, I think is what she said, or 7 of them. So I'm about to check those out. They look really cute. You can tell where they are. I mean, Cotswolds you know the name of, but you can tell this one's in London just because of the payphone situation. So I think I'm going to look those up as well, because why would I not? And that might be what I do with my Friday night instead. I think I'm going to probably end up relaxing because that's what I want to do, and I get to do what I want to do. But yeah, I think it's time to feed my girls dinner. I'll show you all that because this one is very good. The other one just does kick flips until she gets her food. So let's eat dinner. This is my podcast backpack. So what you just saw me putting in here was like our SD cards, our cam card, my laptop that I record with. And this is just my go bag. So I have it ready at all times basically. And then this is my recliner. So I keep my laptop and my headphones and things like that right here. And like my books, because this is just kind of where I hang out. And so I keep it kind of easily accessible. Is it aesthetically pleasing? Probably not. Anyways, let's get to reading. Should I read? Should I read one of these? Should I read the Gingerbread Cafe? I like Good Spirits, but I may or may not have like looked up what happens because I was getting anxious about it and ruined the book for myself. Or should I download one of the books that my friend suggested? Let's see how much those cost. Let's say the London one looks cute. I wonder if they have a Scotland one. They probably do. If you get on the Kindle store, Good Spirits is the #1 like selling book right now. I've also seen My Favorite Holiday by Lauren Blakely. I've seen that a lot at Target, and I wonder if it's like the movie Holiday. I'm not sure. It looks cute. But I'm kind of interested in the one that my friend sent me. Oh, there's a Christmas Bookshop. What would that be about? Oh, it's in Edinburgh? Pfft, sold. Read for free? Oh, we're reading it. Okay. You're kidding. It looks like this. Girl, I am. Yep, that's it. Ah, I'm so excited. I was just telling you I love all things like Scotland, and then I found a Scottish Christmas bookshop book. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So the last time I left y'all, I was starting the Christmas Bookshop in Edinburgh book, whatever. I didn't even read like the summary, I just started reading it. And I think it's more of like a family bonding type book. I read the prologue and the first like 5 chapters, and it's not something I'm like getting into. While I was reading it, my brain was like doing this, and that's not what I want. The whole reason I want to read a book is for my brain to like. So I'm not saying it's a bad book. I'm just saying it's not the book for me. Not right now. So I am actually switching over to Lori Gilmore. She's who wrote the Gingerbread Bakery. She's who wrote the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm switching over to her book, The Christmas Tree Farm. And it looks like this. I am not feeling reading like a physical book. I don't want to physically hold a book right now. I just want to read off of this. So I'm going to read this. It looks very cute. Also, one of my like ultimate goals in life it's like not an attainable, yeah, it's not an attainable goal. It's just something, I guess not even a goal, a dream. It would be a dream, would be to own a Christmas tree farm, pumpkin patch, corn maze, like event space. I think that would be the most amazing thing in the world. I loved our trip up to Boston and Salem, just the vibes of like cold, and it was kind of rainy, and it was just beautiful. I think that I could live like Pacific Northwest so quick, but I love being with my family, and my family is very happy being where we are, and so that's like such a struggle. I like am envious, but I'm not, of the people who can just move away from their family and just visit them when they like want to and go start their life somewhere else in a place that like does make them happy, because I would be so happy in a place like that, and I'm happy here, but that would be like, oh, the most beautiful place to live. Just for like the nature, like I would want to live out in the trees, in the woods, where it rains all day and there's trees all around me, and I could just live with candle lights and Christmas tree lights, like that. A dream. But I would love to own a like Christmas tree farm situation, and you would have to have something that, because if you're doing a Christmas tree farm, pumpkin patch, corn maze, one, you have to have a lot of land. 2, you only would use it for like September through December most likely, so you'd have to come up with something that would make you money in that off time, like having like a wedding venue out there or something else to be an attraction for sure. But that would be such a dream. Like I know so many people who read books like this are on my TikTok, like in my BookTok. I don't own a BookTok, but like the same algorithm of my BookTok. I know that we all have the same like life dreams, or like owning a bookstore that has like either a coffee shop or a floral shop or like a bar, something else to attract more, but oh, what a dream. Anyways, I am starting this book. I bet it's going to be amazing. I actually did read the about for this, and so this book basically says it's a girl who hates Christmas and she bought a Christmas tree farm, and then a man shows up and he has Grinchy first impressions. It does have the tropes on here. It says grumpy and sunshine, small town, forced proximity, and one bed, which are some of my favorites. So I'm super excited to start this. But this is what 27 looks like when your husband works out of town. It is 8:30 on a Friday night, and I am about to read this book and eat some food and listen to Christmas music while I read and just vibe out. But I'm going to take you along with me tomorrow morning. We are going to go to, goodness gracious, we're going to go to James Avery and Target before I go to my best friend's daughter's birthday party, because I think I'm going to buy her a gift at James Avery. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow in a different little clip, and I'll show you what I buy at Target too, because I'm also going to buy her daughter books, because clearly, if you can tell, books matter to me. So I'll take you along with me tomorrow, and I think this is going to be my sign off for the night, so I will see you in the mornings. The one thing I hate about recording in my car is the only place I can set you can see my steering wheel, even if it's lowered all the way, so just bear with me on that. I just wanted to show you what I got. It's my best friend's daughter's birthday party today, so I went shopping, and I just want to show you what I got, because I think I'm an excellent gift giver. Not to brag, but I love giving gifts. So, first, I just went into Target, And I knew the main gift I wanted to get, and it's not at Target, but I started at Target to get a card, even though she's only 1. I don't know if my friend is going to keep cards, but my mom always kept our birthday cards, like, as we grew up, and so we were able to read them again, like, later on, and she just, like, kept the important ones. She didn't keep, like, everybody's cards, but, like, she kept our cards from our grandmothers, or if someone had written something nice, so might write something nice so she can keep it. If not, it's just also to, like, let you know, like, hey, this was from me. But I bought a little book, and it's, like, one of the finger poppet books, because I remember these being, I loved playing with these, like, for a long time. I liked playing with these. So it's just like a little ladybug, and you pop it out, and this is supposed to be the baby one, so it'll say, like, rise and shine, my little love, and it'll say, good morning, mama. But it's super cute, so I got that. And then I know they're interested in, like, little Bible books and things like that, and I saw it was on the Amazon registry, and it had been bought, so I didn't want to buy, like, that one. And so I found this little one, and it's a little prayer book, and it just says, like, the very first one was like, God thanks for friends and family and things like that, and then you can pop it down, and it has another little, like, the lighting is horrible, but a cute little, and so they all have little interactive type of books. I like those. And then I got The Wonderful Things You Will Be. I know she's only 1, but you can never not have a book collection. I love to grow a book collection. I'm going to give them the receipt. They might already have these books. I don't know. But it also has an area where I can write in it, and that's one of my favorite things. I do like to write, like, you know, from Landry or whatever, and write a little note so that when they get older and they keep these books and they read them as they grow. And, like, I intend to be in this kid's life for a while, so I like to write little things like that. And there was a podcast I listened to, and they had this story, and it was like they just moved into this house, and they were kind of walking the neighborhood in the mornings and stuff, and they either stopped at, like, one of those book libraries, or someone had books out on the curb, something. They stopped and they picked up a book, and they had just had a baby, so they got, like, a little boy book, and they took it home with them. And then when they opened it up, the note inside of it had said, for this kid, and it was the kid who had lived in the home that they just bought. So I just think that that's fun, and it's like an invisible string theory, like your book always finds your way back to you, and I just like things like that, or like a book will find its home, you know? And that sounds crazy, but I love it, and I love the concept of that, and so I like to write in the books. And I always remember as a kid reading who got me what and, like, how special it was. Like, I remember my first Bible book, and reading it was, like, from my step-parents, and I just, like, love that, and it's something I remember, you know? So I like to write in books, and that's one thing I got her. And then the last thing I got her, I'm very excited about. I texted my friend last night, and I was like, I want to run this by you, which she watches the vlog, so she'll see all of this, but I was like, I want to run it by you, but I also want it to be a little bit of a surprise. And she was like, just do it. I don't care. Because that's the other thing, is I never want to give a gift that, like, takes away from the parents or is, like, too sentimental. And so, like, with my niece and nephew, I'm very close with them, but I always ask my sister, like, hey, is this good? If it's going to be something, like, extravagant, I guess. Like, my niece, a couple years ago, I got her a kid's Kindle because she reads all the time. But I checked with my sister first because I never want to, like, outdo the parent, and I never want to, like, overstep. And so this I don't think is overstepping because I didn't do the second part of it. But last time, or one of the last few times I was over there, her daughter was playing with my charm bracelet. And so we had gotten on the topic of, like, she potentially wanted to get her daughter a charm bracelet. I don't know if she really does want to do that or not, or we didn't get further in the conversation, but I bought this, and so if she chooses to get one, I mean, she's set up. But her nursery has been butterflies, and her mom, my friend, loves butterflies, has, like, butterfly tattoos and stuff, so I got her a James Avery little mini charm. I'm super excited. I feel like James Avery is also, like, a sentimental thing to me. I always had James Avery rings until my husband proposed. I wore a James Avery ring on, like, this finger, I think this finger, my thumb. I had all sorts of James Avery rings. I have my own charm bracelet. I always had necklaces. It's just something, like, we've always gifted, but I can't get it out. I got a mini one because she's only 1, and I figure you wear the same charm bracelet from, like, 1 to 5, 1 to 12 years old, probably. 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 12 years old. I'm not sure. It kind of depends on, like, how big you grow, at, like, what rate you grow and, like, your wrist and things. But I got just this little bitty butterfly charm. It's itty bitty, but I thought it would be perfect. And I didn't want to buy, like, the bracelet itself, like the chain. I don't know what chain she would want anyways. But I feel like that is like a sentimental, like a super sentimental gift. Like I feel like that's something like a parent gives to a child or a grandparent, someone super close. And so I didn't go that far. I just wanted to get the charm, and if she likes it, I got a gift receipt just in case, but hopefully they love it. And now I've got to get there. I told her I'd be there at 10 and it's 11. I get carried away in my mornings and my shopping, but I also met my mom and gave her my dogs because I didn't know how long I'd be at the party, things like that. So it is time to get on going, but I just wanted to show y'all what I got because I love giving gifts, and I think that I got some pretty solid ones.